About ready. And away they go. Chicago Lass did not get a good beginning, unfortunately, and that's at the back of the field. And Spring of Alexa lost a good few lengths as well. Kit Kat Katie, that got out well. Miss Christmas is racing back in that second spot. Left is Sonderenders behind that. And Ideal Heart is close at the rail in the orange cap and a few lengths off the leader. A Place in the Sun is racing in behind them. Then came All Rise further back. They travel about 7 or so from them as they make their way uphill now and start the climb and head towards the 1,000 metre area. Kit Kat Katie's in front, leads at a couple of lengths to Ideal Heart. Miss Christmas is back in the third position now, about 3 or 4 lengths off the leader. A Place in the Sun behind that, All Rise. Left is Sonderenders further back in the field. Spring of Alexa's in the yellow, about 10 lengths or so from the leader. And Chicago Lass is the trailer and got about 14 or 15 lengths to make up. Kit Kat Katie says, come and catch me, but only if you can. Leads it by about 3 or 4 lengths now from Ideal Heart back in second, followed by A Place in the Sun, who's further back in the field, and Miss Christmas has still got about 8 or 9 lengths to find on the leader, but it's still Kit Kat Katie with a commanding lead as they come past the 300 metre mark. Leads it by 3 or 4 lengths. Miss Christmas is looking to bridge the gap. A Place in the Sun becomes a danger. All Rise is looking to run on. Kit Kat Katie, A Place in the Sun is wearing it down quickly now, and A Place in the Sun has come home well. A Place in the Sun has hit the front at the right time, and A Place in the Sun going on best. A Place in the Sun wins it by a couple of lengths to Miss Christmas. Kit Kat Katie ran her heart out back in third. Then came All Rise. 6. Provisionally, 8 rand a return. Provisionally, 8 rand 20. Naturally, that's subject to change. But with 150 metres to go, this is where Kit Kat Katie had a commanding lead, but got tired. The last 100 metres, A Place in the Sun starts to put her best foot forward, make a race of it the last bit, and start to pull away from the field. That's the order of finish. You'll notice from first to last is quite a large gap, but 6, 1, 3, 7. Race 1, Turffontein.
Number 6, A Place in the Sun. A lovely name for today's race has come through for Brett and James Crawford. Well done to Arun Chadha and, of course, Warren Rippen, Wilke Bosdrift and turffontein. And this man, Chamo Mbaya, all of his experience. I don't really expect the horse to improve this much, but it certainly has.
Yeah, to be honest, we didn't expect it to improve here at the races. But now, after riding here today in the races, I can tell you this was really needed to mature. When it came to Crawford Yard, she wasn't mature yet enough. She's a horse that some people would bring on at 3 years old. Even now, when the jump starts, fortunately enough, she had a good draw. She was lost. She was very green around the 10. And coming to the straight, she just followed the horses in front, and she was just still not like competing, but she was just following the other horses because I was working on her. And the moment she hit the front, she actually stopped. She wanted to pull up. So that's it with her. She's still a bit of learning to do, but we are happy she's managed to win on her first start in the yard.
Well done to you. I chatted to you last week, so things are going well. And the track, is it soft out there, Chamo?
Yeah, a little bit soft, but fair enough to rest. I don't think there will be any jockey complaining about the track this afternoon. But okay, I would like to thank James Crawford and his dad for all the support they do for me. Although I know I do a lot of work for them, I want to thank Mr. Chad, the owner, for the opportunity to allow me to ride their horse. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chamo. Well done. Lovely ride indeed. Right, here's the man of the moment, James. You had 2 runners on Tuesday, they both won. Now you've got 2 runners again, and here's the first one. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, when I first got this filly from Alex, she was still quite a bit weak and immature. So I just bided my time with her. I think she spent about 3.5 months with me. Started to show the natural improvement. Started to show that she was strengthening up and she was doing everything the right way. So I thought, you know what, I can't keep you forever. You must start to run. So yeah, I opted to put her in this maiden for the work riders, and Chum has been putting a lot of hard graft back in at the yard, so I said, here's your bone, do what you want with it. And she's come out and she's done it today, so I'm very happy.
And hopefully up in trip now and strengthening up can improve more.
Yeah, I think she is a filly that's going to strengthen up now after this run. Even in the finish, she actually looked a bit dumb. She got past the other horses and she started looking around like, where's everyone kind of thing. So I think she is a natural. I think she is going to naturally improve from the start. And hopefully we can get another 1 or 2 out of her.
Of course, quick word, Arun and Warren, they put a lot of money into racing, not just the horses, but sponsorship, so good for them.
No, massive for them. I mean, they're massive supporters of the game and sponsors of the industry, so it's nice to see them get some of the dividends back. And they've been quite supportful for me with recent horses, so very happy and a very big well done to them. And then also to my whole stable staff back at home, they've been putting in the hard graft and the hours behind the scenes, which you don't really get to see, but I must just compliment them. We wouldn't have winners without them, so very well done to them as well.
Just last question, simply magic, race number 4, what are your thoughts?
I'd put a line through a last start. I couldn't really pinpoint what went wrong there. I ran everything that I possibly could, and the only thing that really stood out was the cheek pieces. So we've gone back to taking the cheek pieces off today, and I'm hoping that's going to be the natural improvement.
Good, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, please can you take the cheque from the ROA for Mr. Chada and Ripon? That's 15,000 Rand. Thank you to James, and well done to ASSM. Thank you, James. Right, now, Sobosiso. This is not the first time we've seen this man this week. I think it's the third. Well done.
Oh, thank you, sir. I'd like to say thank you very much to World Beat Sport and for racing, and thank you to Brett Clawford at home to Cape Town, and thank you to James, and then I have a big thanks to Mabaya for winning this race. So I'm so happy about this.
Now, last week you were quite nervous coming on camera. I can see now you've been on camera so much now you're relaxed now.
Yeah, I'm always here on the camera because I received the calls from the guys to Cape Town say they saw me on TV.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
I'm so glad to hear the guys support us, and well done to the guys at home, to turffontein and Cape Town also. So I want to say whoop whoop.
There we go. Thank you, sir. There we go. Sibosiso, he gets another one, 1,500 Rand. Thank you, World Sports Betting, and well done, sir. That's 3 in the week for you. Thank you, sir. Well done. And he's certainly becoming more relaxed on camera as well. 6, 1, 3 and 7, that's race number 1. Race 2 in the PA coming up next.